Hi there, Sandra here from Create in Spain. There are times when, as a crafter, we have images that we quite like, but we want to do something different with them. And this would be one of those occasions. Now, I picked up this image of a giraffe from Pixabay, and I've actually put a background on it simply because I wanted you to be able to see that there was something other than just the image of the giraffe itself. But it's all on one layer, it's just an image as is. Now, one of the things that you might want to do if you're a crafter, make it into line art. For whatever purpose, you might want to print off line art, you might want to recolor it somehow, but it's quite handy to be able to get the outside line. It's actually quite easy to do. But what you want to do is to do this in a non-destructive manner. So you want to keep the image as is, and then you want to do whatever you want to do to it. So up in the Layers tab, which is this button here, I've got my layer. It's locked at the moment. So if I go swipe left, I can unlock it. If I swipe left again, I can duplicate it. I can go to that bottom layer, swipe left again, I'm going to lock that layer. And if I uncheck this box, you literally do not see that layer. Now at the moment I have a background colour and it's just a white background. This is what you will often find on images, particularly JPEGs. PNGs can be transparent but are not necessarily transparent. This is a PNG, but I've got a pattern on the background. So it doesn't necessarily have to have a transparent background. But if I want to make line art out of this, it's relatively simple. So I want to work on the layer that we can actually see. And if I zoom right in, if I go to this little, it looks like a ribbon here. This brings up the masking, or the selection masking if you like. Now it's set to automatic and it's set to add. The additive method just means that if I tap on one place, it's going to create a general mask. If I tap somewhere else, it will add that to the mask. If I were to put it on remove, then whatever I tapped on would remove itself from the mask that I have made. So I'm going to tap on this black line and it changes colour so you can tell it's been selected. I'm going to zoom back out a bit because I also want to select the eyes and I want to select the nose. There we go. Now what do I do with it? To get it as a separate entity in its own right, click on the copy and paste. Now you're thinking, my mask has disappeared. Never fear. If you click on the layers, you can see that there is an entire new selection. And if I switch this layer off, you can see that selection. So there we have our giraffe simply as a line drawing. So if I want to remove the background, what would I do? Well, I can remove the background colour simply by tapping on that and then it becomes transparent. I can change the background colour if I so wish, simply by tapping on that and choosing another colour to put in. But what if I want to make several of these images, for example, and I don't want to have to undo everything each time? So I want to colour them in with different colours, but I don't want to have to undo my work every time I want to change the colour. So what you want to do in this case is tap on this layer on the left, and you want to make that a reference layer. Now this basically means that if you put a layer underneath, and I've got another layer there, so I'm going to put it underneath, just tap, it should pick it up and move it, there we go. I can add colour in this layer and it makes it a layer of its own, but it will be using the guidelines of the drawing. So if I change this to yellow, for example, and put this in here, and just drag the colour, it will make that all the yellow colour that I want. Okay. But, and there is a but, what it doesn't stop is me colouring outside the lines if I use a brush. It's all right about dropping colour into an enclosed shape, but if I were to paint on it, the outside lines aren't seen. So if I undo that, what I can do is I can have this layer, I can add another layer, and I can add a clipping mask to it. So this layer here is clipped to the layer below. So we have layer number 5, layer number 4. And now if I change the colour to this, and I've got my airbrush selected, and I add some orange, you can see that it's going only within the lines. Excellent stuff. Okay. So I can then, if I'm happy with that, I can tap on that and I can merge it down so that this layer here has got my colours. I can add another layer. I'm going to change my brush to, where are we? Favourites. I've just got a simple, I call it trace, but it's just a simple straight line brush colour thing. So go to dark brown, and now you'd think that I could put the dots in, but if we go to the layer, that layer has not been linked to the one below. So undo that, go on that layer and add a clipping mask to it. Whoops, didn't get on there. Yes, it did. Okay, got a clipping mask. I couldn't see it because the light's coming in from my window in an awkward angle. So now that I have the clipping mask selected, I can go in and I can make some funny shapes on his neck, and they won't go outside of the lines. Okay, so I can basically do what I like. Don't have to be careful when it comes to the exterior line. Doesn't matter. It's still going to stick to that. And there we go. I have my preferred colouring. So again, I can take that layer, tap it, and merge it down. So if I switch off my selection, my reference layer, you can see that although the lines are there, they're acting as guidelines, the only thing on that layer is the colouring that I've done. Which means I can hide it, I can lock it, I can do what I want to do with it, and I can start again from that reference selection and completely change the colour, and I've still got the work that I've done. So let's go do this again. I'm going to switch him off so we can't see him. I'm going to go to this one, going to add another layer, and I'm going to make that go underneath my reference layer. Switch my lines on. So I'm going to choose something completely and utterly wacky and over the top. Make him blue instead, why not? There we go, fill with colour. Now remember, I do not at the moment have a clipping mask on here, so I can still draw outside of the lines. But if I'm dropping colour in, that doesn't make any difference. So I've got this layer. I want to add more things to it with brush strokes. So I tap on the plus, tap on that one again, and put a clipping mask on. Come in here, choose a different colour. Maybe I'll go for a colour like this. Change this to an airbrush. And now I can airbrush. That's a strange looking giraffe. It's quite nice though, I quite like the colour scheme. Okay, so there we go. And I can, if I want to, I don't have to create another layer for the spots. I can just do it on this layer. It doesn't make any difference, except for the fact that if I wanted them to be changed later, it would make sense for them to be on their own layer. So now I'm coming in with the purple spots and there we go. We have a different giraffe. So I haven't had to redo all the lines, I haven't had to make a lot of duplicates of anything because I have that reference layer. And that is how you can easily alter various pictures and get what you want from it.